Welcome to Daily Gossip. You will get daily Hollywood updates here. Remember to subscribe for the latest videos. The NBA Finals are often where legends are born. It's the biggest stage, the brightest lights, and the moment when the game's greats etch their names in history. But every now and then, amid the spectacle of superstars and high-stakes strategy, something raw and visceral cuts through the noise. A single play so explosive, so powerful, and so unexpected that it sears itself into our memories forever. And in Game 5 of the 2025 NBA Finals, that moment belonged to none other than Aaron Nesmith of the Indiana Pacers. In a game dominated by the Thunder and with the finals potentially slipping away, Nesmith soared through the air and unleashed a dunk so monstrous, so unexpected, that even legendary NBA commentator Mike Breen missed it live. Yes, that Mike Breen, the bang guy. The man who never misses a moment. Let's rewind and break down everything that led to this now legendary dunk that's taken over highlight reels, sports radio, and social media feeds everywhere. The stage was set at Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. The Oklahoma City Thunder were leading the series 3-1 against the Pacers. Game 5 was essentially do or die for Indiana, and they knew it. The Thunder, led by their young superstar duo of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Chet Holmgren, had dominated with their length, defense, and poise. But the Pacers weren't ready to roll over just yet. As the clock ticked under 3 minutes remaining. In the fourth quarter, the Thunder had a comfortable 15-point lead. Obi Toppin, known for his athleticism and fearlessness, launched a three-pointer in a desperate attempt to close the gap. It missed, but what happened next stunned everyone. Aaron Nesmith, seemingly out of nowhere, exploded from the wing, raced through the air, and caught the rebound mid-flight. Without hesitation, he rose even higher, challenging the towering presence of Chet Holmgren, and threw down a vicious, one-handed putback dunk over him. The crowd gasped, the bench erupted, the Thunder stood frozen in disbelief. Even the broadcast team, led by the ever-vigilant Mike Breen, needed a moment to process what they had just seen. Breen, momentarily caught off guard by the speed of the play, didn't even unleash his iconic bang until after the replay rolled. It was Doris Burke, quick-eyed and razor-sharp, who initially pointed out what had happened. Breen, picking up on it seconds later, exclaimed it looked like he finished it. What a play, his voice cracked with disbelief. For a man who's called everything from LeBron's chase-down blocks to Steph Curry's logo threes missing. A live moment like this is rare, almost unheard of. So why did this moment resonate so deeply with fans, media, and players alike? Because it was pure basketball chaos. It wasn't scripted. It wasn't drawn up in a timeout. It wasn't part of a superstar highlight package. It was a role player, a gritty, hard-working wing defender known more for hustle plays than high-flying theatrics, making a statement dunk on one of the league's best shot blockers. Chet Holmgren, the 7'1" unicorn with elite defensive instincts and a 7'6" wingspan, got caught. He didn't jump late. He didn't shy away. He went for the contest and still got posterized. In that moment, Aaron Nesmith wasn't a supporting cast member. He wasn't a role player. He wasn't just the guy guarding the other team's best scorer. He was the main character, and for a few glorious seconds, the entire basketball world was talking about him. On Twitter, hashtags like #NesmithDunk and #JetGotDunked began trending globally. Fans posted clips of the dunk from every angle. -1 reverse cam courtside phone captures. One user posted, even Mike Breen blinked. That's how fast it was, racking up over 200,000 likes in under an hour. Former players chimed in, too. Dwayne Wade tweeted, "You that Nesmith dunk was filthy." While Kevin Garnett, known for his intensity, posted a clip with the caption, "That's that dog in him. Let's not forget the context." Aaron Nesmith isn't a household name, not yet. He was drafted by the Boston Celtics in 2020 and spent his early years trying to carve out a role as a 3-and-D guy. Traded to Indiana as part of the Malcolm Brogdon deal, Nesmith found a home with the Pacers. He embraced the grind, improved his defense, and became a trusted rotation piece. But for most of his career, he flew under the radar, that is, until Game 5, even though the Pacers ended up losing the game 112-99 and the Thunder clinched the NBA title, Nesmith's dunk was the moment everyone remembered. The trophy ceremony felt muted in comparison to the buzz still circulating about the dunk that made Mike Breen speechless. That's not a knock on the Thunder. They earn their rings, but sometimes, in sports, a single play outshines. Even the final score, the dunk also raises deeper questions about Nesmith's future. Could this be a breakout moment for him? Will he take on a bigger role next season? Analysts on ESPN's NBA Today were already speculating. Kendrick Perkins said, "That boy just raised his ceiling. That dunk, that energy, you can't teach that." Meanwhile, Richard Jefferson chimed in, "If I'm Indiana, I'm rethinking his usage next season." He's got more to give. Let's not forget what this means for Chet Holmgren either. The young center had an incredible rookie season and an impressive finals run. Getting dunked on is part of the game, especially when you challenge everything. But this will go down as one of the most vicious dunks he's ever been on the receiving end of. To his credit, Holmgren took it in stride. In the post-game presser, he smiled and said, "He got me. I went for it. That's part of basketball. Class act." But you know that clip is going to follow him for a while. And then there's Mike Breen. In his decades-long career, he's called thousands of NBA games, hundreds of finals moments, and some of the most iconic plays in basketball history. For him to miss a live highlight, even briefly, speaks volumes about just how fast and violent that dunk was. It was a rare reminder that even the best in the business can be caught off guard when the unexpected happens. It also made the moment feel more authentic, more human, more real. Because when Breen finally caught up and said, "What a play!" it was genuine, no script, just so where do we go from here? For the Thunder, the championship glow will last for months. For the Pacers, the off-season begins with questions, reflection, and some pride in how far they pushed a young, rising team. But for Aaron Nesmith, this is a turning point. He may never be a superstar, but in Game 5, he became something rarer, a part of NBA lore. Years from now, fans will talk about that dunk the way they talk about Baron Davis dunking on Andre Kirilenko or DeAndre Jordan obliterating Brandon Knight. And maybe, just maybe, it will be the beginning of a new chapter for him, one filled with bigger roles, louder cheers, and more moments where he's not just part of the play. He is the play. So here's to the underdogs, the hustlers, the guys who never quit. Here's to Aaron Nesmith and the dunk that made basketball history. Thanks for watching Daily Gossip. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more epic sports drama, celebrity insights, and viral moments from around the globe. Until next time, stay legendary.